Hey guys, Paragon here. Diablo 4 can pose a challenge, and leveling is no exception. However, with this Necromancer build, you'll swiftly pulverize your enemies and breeze through the game from levels 1 to 50 in just a few hours. In this video, I'll cover the most effective leveling build and strategies to help you progress swiftly and efficiently. Whether you're a seasoned Diablo player or new to the game, this video will provide you with all the essential tips and tricks to level up quickly and outshine the competition. So let's dive right in. The Bonespear Necromancer build in Diablo 4 is an incredible potent method for efficiently dispatching enemies. The concept behind the build revolves around bombarding foes with a relentless onslaught of bone spears, which often results in a pile of bodies while inflicting devastating area effect damage across the board. The bone spear has a dual impact on enemies. Firstly, we precisely aim and snipe enemies for massive damage with the primary hit. Secondly, when the bone spear collides with an object, it fragments into 3 pieces, rebounding back towards us. The secondary damage component emphasizes the significance of positioning, particularly when facing elites or bosses. Mastering the optimal distance is crucial, as the spear should break directly behind the enemy, showering them with multiple projectiles and inflicting tremendous damage. This creates a shotgun effect. With practice, you'll become proficient in utilizing the bone spear to obliterate enemies. This build demonstrates remarkable power right from level 1, with its only notable weakness being the rapid depletion of essence. However, this issue can be addressed through various aspects, such as Aspect of the Umbral, which enables resource generation when crowd controlling an enemy. You can obtain the aspect from Champion's Demise, although using it from the Codex will always yield a roll of 1. However, if you manage to acquire it with a decent roll, it will significantly aid in resource generation while leveling. There are multiple approaches to facilitate this, including the use of Decrepify to slow enemies, and Corpse Tendrils, which pulls enemies in and stuns them. Both of these abilities synergize well with the Aspect of the Umbral, enhancing essence generation and improving the overall effectiveness of Bone Spear. Additionally, keep an eye out for the aspect of Exposed Flesh. While I personally obtained one of these aspects at level 25, it does appear to be a rare drop, with many players reporting only 1 or 2 instances of acquiring it by level 100. If you happen to acquire it, consider saving it for a high-quality ring that will provide long-term benefits. Another minor drawback is that the Necromancer may feel somewhat sluggish at the beginning of the game, but by the end game, with sufficient movement speed on boots and aimlet, they become much swifter and feel much better. As far as Book of the Dead goes, in this build, we'll be sacrificing all of our minions. We'll benefit from 5% critical strike chance provided by Skeleton Warrior Skirmishers, the increased maximum essence of 15 from Skeletal Mages, and a 30% increased critical strike damage multiplier from the Golem. Passive trees. During the early stages of the passive skill tree, prioritize acquiring skills over passives. Aim to quickly invest 5 points into Bone Spear, and from there, progress down the tree, acquiring skills like Blood Mist, Corpse Tendrils, Decrepify, along with your ultimate skill, Bone Storm. As soon as possible, obtain the essential keystone passive, Ossified Essence. Fill in additional passives as needed. In my personal experience, I initially selected Unliving Energy and Imperfectly Balanced as some of my initial passives. The remaining passives are generally reliable, and you can acquire them in any order as you accumulate spare points. For gearing, while leveling, prioritize movement speed on boots and amulet to enhance the overall feel and gameplay of the Necromancer. If feasible, also seek out resource cost reduction on boots and amulet. Look for gear that offers maximum essence increase, reduced damage from close and distant enemies on chest and legs, and additional stats such as dodge percent, increased life, and increased armor. When it comes to gloves, try to find ones that provide a bonus to the level of Bone Spear. This will amplify the power of your primary damage dealing ability. Additionally, prioritize Lucky Hit Chance to restore your primary resource, which can prove invaluable during crucial moments. When it comes to rings, aim for critical strike chance, critical strike damage, and vulnerability. Early on, focus on acquiring weapons with just higher DPS, but as you progress, prioritize two-handed swords, as they naturally possess a critical strike damage multiplier. Look for the additional attributes on these weapons like vulnerability, intelligence, critical strike chance, and critical strike damage for maximum benefit. As far as aspects go, in the early stages, concentrate on obtaining the Splintering aspect, which becomes accessible upon completing the Gul'ran slums in the Dry Steppes. You can apply this aspect to your amulet for an extended duration if you happen to find a decently rolled amulet early on, or alternatively, if you possess a higher quality weapon and the necessary resources, consider placing it there. Other recommended early aspects include Aspect of Grasping Veins, unlocked by completing the Corrupted Grotto in Kyrgyzstan, and the Aspect of Disobedience, unlocked by completing the Halls of the Damned in Kyrgyzstan. While leveling, I would not overly prioritize too many other aspects, as you will frequently replace gear. For more detailed information on aspects, refer to the build guide. Using this build, I managed to level from 1 to 50 in approximately 4 hours. However, I recommend completing the Capstone Dungeon and progressing to World Tier 3 at level 45. Additionally, focus on acquiring a sacred weapon to significantly enhance your build's power and damage as soon as possible. This will ensure a smooth journey right into the end game. And that's everything you need to know. I hope you enjoyed this build guide. If you have any questions or believe I may have missed something, please feel free to leave your questions in the comment section below. This is Paragon, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video.